if you're struggling to get money to pay your bills, I'm going to show you some of the easiest lenders that you almost have a guarantee to get approval. All right. So the first one, we're talking about Little Lake Lending. Now, Little Lake Lending, they are a tribal lender. Okay. So the interest rates is going to be much higher than your traditional credit unions and banks, but they'll tell you actually how much you're able to borrow. And as you can see, they let you borrow up to $2,000. All right. Now, here's the thing about it with these lenders. Most of these lenders, in order for you to qualify, they want you to be making at least $1,000 a month after taxes. Okay, so these lenders are not focusing on the credit score, they're focusing on your availability to actually pay the loan back. Now, these lenders are not in all 50 states as well, and so I'm going to share some of those other lenders with you as well. Now, your next lender is Explore Credit. Now, Explore Credit, they offer up to $2,000. Okay, it goes from 250 up to $2,000. Now, they are also a tribal lender. Okay, and so again, because they're not regulated by the government, the interest rate is definitely going to be much higher. All right, so there's no surprises there. Then you also have Checking the Cash. Now, with Checking the Cash, their platform, they offer you more options. Okay, so you can see they offer payday loans, they offer installment loans, title loans, as well as flex line. All right, so the installment loans usually going to give you about $5,000, up to $5,000. All right, their flex line usually gives you up to $4,500. Let's take a look. Yeah, up to $4,000. All right, now I would tell you, if I was looking at Checking the Cash, I would probably go for their line of credit versus their installment loan. The reason is, once you pay the installment loan, it's just like a credit card. They only charge you interest on what you actually use. So that's the reason that I would actually use their line of credit versus their loan, because they're only paying the interest on what you actually use. There's something else I wanted to bring to your attention. For you guys that are struggling to get your rent paid, your utility paid, and stuff like that, you can go to treasury.gov. Okay, they have an emergency rental assistance program. Okay, and then when you go here, it says find rental assistance. All you do is click on this here button. All right, and so by you clicking on this button, it will tell you the different programs. You can call 211, and they'll tell you about the rent as well as the utility bills, okay, to help you stay in your home, to help you get your bills paid. I understand during this time of year, it can be very challenging, jobs cutting back hours, maybe being laid off or something like that, but this is definitely a resource. I would tell you, if you're struggling, take a look at this resource. Okay, our next lender we're talking about is Credit Cube. Now, Credit Cube, they offer a line of credit as well. All right, and it tells you here they loan from $200 up to $5,000. Now, this is also a line of credit. Okay, so that's the reason I tell you guys, if you can find lenders that offering a line of credit and they are a tribal lender, okay, so that's the reason I said that they are much easier for you to get approved for. Now, here's the thing about it, is what is required for the loan. You should be at least 18, live in one of the states that they service, have a valid checking account. Okay, and prepaid accounts are not accepted. So if you have a prepaid debit card or whatever, they will not accept that. Now, I know some people like, well, do they accept Chime? Well, with some of these lenders, they will work with a Chime checking account. So if you have a Chime checking account, and by the way, Chime, if you open up a checking account, I think they will spot you up to $200 as well. All right. But again, these here type of lenders, they're trying to make it much more easy. Now, like I said, the interest rates is going to be much higher. So just keep that in mind, so it won't be a surprise to you. Then you have Opportune. Now, Opportune, again, it's a CDFI, and they offer the loans from 300 up to 10,000. Now, here's the thing about it. Their interest rates is pretty much the same as with a bank or a credit union, but they just favor more people that are struggling with their credit and stuff like that. All right. Now, here's another thing about it. Even if you don't have a social, Opportune may be willing to help you, and you can pre-qualify as well. So that way you can find out if you actually qualify for the loan without getting a hard inquiry on the credit. Okay. Now, a lot of these lenders will do that, or they'll use third party credit bureaus, which we'll talk about in a minute. Now, before you even go after these loans, I always tell people go to your HR and ask for this here form. If you're working a W-2 job, ask for this form. It's called W-4, okay? And so this W-4, this will allow you to file exempt, which means that they will stop taking federal income taxes out of your check, where you can bring home a bigger paycheck. That way, if you can avoid taking out one of these high interest rate loans, if you can't do anything else, this will help you much more down the line. All right. So make sure that you use this here option as well. Now, our next lender is Net Credit. And with Net Credit, you can see here they offer a line of credit for $4,500. However, they do offer the personal loan up to $10,000 as well. So they are definitely an option for you to get some financial help. And again, these are these type of lenders. They're not focused mostly on the credit score. Their thing is, do you have the means to pay it back? All right. Next lender is Lend Nation. And as you can see, these are all the states that Lend Nation offer loans to. The states and cities they offer loans to. Now with Lend Nation, they do offer loans up to $10,000 as well. Okay. And so you can see you have installment loans, payday loans, title loans, and lines of credit. And again, like I said, they offer lines of credit up to $10,000, right? And so, like I said, if you're in one of those cities, as those states, this is probably going to be your best option, okay? So they only charge you interest on what you actually borrow. So this is something I would seriously consider. Then you have Viva Loan. Now, Viva Loan offers loans up to $15,000. Now, Viva Loan is not a lender. They are a platform, okay? They are a platform to help you find the right type of loan. So you would put in the amount you need, the zip code, and everything else. But just keep in mind, the biggest criteria is to make sure that the minimum income you have is $1,000 after taxes. Okay. Then another lender you have is First Cash Advance. Okay. And so with First Cash Advance, you can see here they offer loans same day in 24 hours, no hard credit check. Bad credit is allowed. Okay. And here's all of the states that they actually offer loans to. So they offer loans, payday loans, and they offer installment loans. So you can see here, you may be on the list. You go down and see, like if you may be in Texas or something like that, or Belton, so they're all over Texas, as you can see. But many of these states, they actually offer different loans too. Okay, so I would definitely check them out. Please don't feel embarrassed. Hey, we all struggle with some type of financial hardship at times or whatever. So don't feel bad about it. So let's just say if you're in Missouri, then in Missouri, in terms of explaining what it is that they offer, okay? And they explain to you what it is they offer, what are the criterias and things of that nature. We have some entrepreneurs in the house with bad credit. Definitely you should look at Giggle Finance. Giggle Finance, they offer loans up to $5,000, okay? And it's not about the credit with Giggle Finance, all right? They do a soft pull on the credit, usually TransUnion. If you accept it, then they may do a hard pull. But most of the time, they're not even focused on the credit. They're in the means of, can you prove that you're making at least $1,200 to $1,500 a month in your industry? And like I said, no credit requirements, right? Again, because they won't do a hard pull on the credit. Here's all the businesses that can qualify. All right. So if you're in one of these industries, they may be able to help you as well. And you also have Lendeska, okay? And so with Lendeska, they have a freelance cash advance up to $20,000. All right, they give you up to 18 months to pay it back. They can fund you in 24 hours. Now, again, if you are an entrepreneur and here's at least $25,000 annually, okay, $25,000 annually. So you're looking at what, maybe about $20,050 a month. Minimum credit scores of 550, 3 months in business. So they're able to help you get funding as well. Then another lender is Fundo for you entrepreneurs. And as you can see here, $10,000. They don't operate in California and New York, unfortunately, but you can see here, you can do a pre-approval to see if you even qualify. All right. Now, there's one more unique opportunity for you to get funding, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, and that's with Yendo. Okay. If you have equity in your car, okay, even if you're still paying on the car, if you got equity in the car, Yendo will give you a credit card up to $10,000 as well. So you may have a family member that's retired, no longer using their car. You may be able to negotiate, hey, if you let me have that car, I can get a loan against the car and I can pay you back the car. So the car may have a good equity in it, but they're just no longer using the car. Then that's an option for you as well. All right. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go out and do Grand Theft Auto, don't do nothing like that, but definitely here's the opportunities to actually get some help. Now, I was telling you about these credit bureaus. So the credit bureaus are the financial credit bureaus, a third party credit bureau. So you have Teletrack, which is owned by Equifax. Okay. If you ever taken out a loan online, they keep all that data. They sell that data to all of those lenders I was telling you about. Then you also have Factor Trust, which is owned by TransUnion, that they will use as well. And yes, you can get your report as well. So you have your credit report. It does a fraud alert, pre-screen opt-out, security freeze, and disputes. All right. So that's an option for you as well. Then you also have Clarity, which is owned by Experian, and you can do the same. You can get your report. You can look at your credit score, fraud alert, security freeze, opt-out, contact consumer report. So you have these options of looking at your reports before even applying for those loans. So I hope this helps you, and I'll see you in the next video.